Hi, it's Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. It's let's see, Color Guppies, first in the house. Anthony Fishy Friends, Bob Kaler with Kaler's Aquatics. It's a good group already. It's I hope that you're having a good one. So I'm getting up to 500 subscribers. And I'm going to go and I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit as we get to 500. Is that once we get to 500, we're going to do a drawing. And Big Tank Hank, we're not quite at 500 yet, but we will be very soon. We're like 37 away. So we could get there today. If we get to 500 today, here's what we're getting. A $25 gift certificate to the Wet Spot gift card. And then I'm going to go and put in a trio of swordtail guppies, and these must go to the continental U.S. So let's see here. We got Big Tank Hank, Doug Gray, Posiwi, Tampa Tom Fishing, Baltic Sea Guppies, Valley Fish. All right. Good group of people already here. Already here. So let's see here. What's going on? I don't know. I've shipped a bunch of fish out this week, and one of them I put in on Monday, and it arrived yesterday, which is terrible. I got guppies, and I cannot lie. What is the difference between a tick and a lawyer? That is a good one. They're both bloodsuckers. Hey, there you go. Bringing stuff in from the tub. There you go. But you're in Florida. Do you need to? Does it get too cold enough there? A tick will get off of you when you're dead. Oh my God. Yes, that's good. Elvis Gaylor, itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. Ah. Yeah, it's so let's see what's going on here. Uh I was like I'd be locked in all day today, and I have to escape and run a couple of errands. All of a sudden, I wish I would have done them yesterday because I want to remain locked in my house. Uh, and so I have to run an errand after today's deal. So that's good. Other than that, normal stuff around the fish room. I've got to do some water changes. I've got to do some, just little things here and there. So yeah, eye drops in the truck. Doug, would you know anything about that? Doug, have you been driving to Chattanooga, hanging out with Livestream Ed and stealing Kaler's eye drops? We all want to know. By the way, I'm COVID-19 free. Holy capoli. The sub count as going in was 463. So real close to 500 subs. So I need to push it over the top so I can give away this stuff. Again, a $25 gift certificate to the Wet Spot gift card, and a trio of swordtail guppies. I know he apologized for not making the last one on Saturday, so I'm all hoping we'll get Ed here. I am hoping that Ed will be a part of it. So yeah, so our goal here obviously is we want to hit. We're not far away. We're 27 away, or 37 away from 500. As soon as we do that, I'll do a drawing. And actually, hey, John Oliver, what's up? And so here's what we'll do for the thing is I will actually have the number written down before the live stream, and we'll do one of those whoever picks the number first gets the Wet Spots gift card plus the wonder of a trio of swordtail guppies. Hey, but does anybody know how to pick up money from Zoom? Someone sent me money. I said, here is obviously I have no idea how to increase subscriber counts. Apparently, you have to be a brand ambassador, that guy who knows nothing about guppies, to get a lot of subscribers. But it's true, Bob Kaler. It's true. Truth sometimes stings, just a little bit. You have 399 subscribers? Yeah, you need more subscribers. You haven't subbed to John Oliver. You haven't subbed to any of you guys. I'm not. I like go through there. I saw a 2020 dark blue Corvette yesterday. Peter's next car. I'll bet you that was nice looking. Gonna go look at a boat after this? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's hope it is in good condition because a boat. That's more expensive than having a bunch of fish in your house. It's an expensive, expensive deal. I love boating. I grew up doing it. My dad, when I was a kid, had a sailboat. Our first venture, by the way, off of subject. We are a grand total of 8 minutes and 27 seconds into this live stream. Is that I grew up sailing on a catamaran, and I don't think I've gone sailing since high school. And man, did I love going sailing. Lots of fun. I have a friend of mine who's been living on. In fact, he's in Chattanooga of all places. He doesn't have fish, and he is he's been living on the river in a houseboat forever. He's been doing that. I've known this guy for over 20 years. He's been doing it ever since. So, where's Chewy? I don't know. I was not promising any dad jokes. So he's not here to criticize my dad joke telling. Where's our buddy David Samsel? He's usually here. So I don't know. I don't know where he is. So hopefully we will get people jumping in on this live stream at any particular moment. Yeah, so water changes this week, shipping stuff out. I have to figure out how to accept money from Zoom. It's yeah, so it's all good. Um, I'm nobody seemingly now the Patriots game and Kansas City Chiefs game's been canceled for tomorrow, and which is bad because whenever you have that going on, you're in um you are absolutely in some of the great fun there is that now you have that game out. I don't know what that's going to do for my fantasy football team. I had to actually drop. This is going to tell you how bad my day went. Yeah, Chris Christie won't be joining us. Um, I'm going to tell you is that we have become a little lackadaisical with the whole COVID thing. Uh, mask up, social distance, wash your hands, everybody. It's all good. Cam Newton tested positive for COVID. So that means basically the whole offense they're going to have more positive COVID tests, I'm guessing, with uh, with the Patriots. I don't know if Cam Newton was at the White House at any time in the last week. Yeah, but Cam Newton out. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Renee, great having you here. How are the Guppies doing? How are the Guppies doing? Oh, you pay for the NFL package. You're referring to this. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to be real honest about the NFL package. It's actually probably cheaper to go and eat something at a sports bar as long as you're not drinking beer and watch the game. No more Ben Spines in the fry tank. There you go. Excellent. To block some drilled holes in your tank. There you go. Stone shoes. Yeah, very. I lived in New Jersey for a while. Real big there. Real big in New Jersey. Sold by a guy named Lefty the Nose. Yeah, so it's do any of you know anybody, by the way, who personally friends that have come down with the COVID? Well, Jeff and Valley Fish, at least you get the Vikings, America's team. Who may and the Vikings may go 0-16 this year. Oh my God. Yeah, being a Lions fan, by the way, it's sort of like being a Jets fan. You're almost guaranteed year after year after year to be disappointed. Yeah, I have had people. I haven't lost anybody that that are friends of mine with the COVID. Um, but I had a buddy of mine, buddy of my big brother, who's I guess this guy's probably my brother's age, like 55 or so. Um, he was in the hospital on a ventilator, he and his wife. I don't know if this guy has any underlying health issues or anything like that. You look at, he puts pictures with him and his wife and kids up occasionally. They look like they're in pretty good physical shape. It's not like they're, there's not a sign like somebody who looks like they're very heavy or very thin or very, he looks like just, you know, again, he may have a heart condition. Who the heck knows? Tampa Tom, yes, you may. Yeah, I'll tell you something. Uh, there are a lot of people on their live streams who become real testy if you all of a sudden plug somebody or say I really love that channel or I whatever. Here's my line. I don't care. Plug away. Here's what I don't want. I don't want cheap shots. I don't want people. I just want. Let's talk about fish and all that sort of stuff. Eluding cheap shots. Well, that's perfectly fine. But it's my deal is it's I want everybody to follow each other. Doesn't bother me a bit. 0.0. Oh, Peter, a new topic about fish. Go ahead, Bob Kaler. Yeah, I don't care. I just don't care. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. We'll get there. That Anthony's fishy friends kicks butt. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh, RLC Aquatics. Yeah, I subscribe. Thank you, Posiwi. So it's and I'll figure out how to get. I'll let you know this week about getting you your duckweed. I'll do some water changes and I'll harvest some. What'd you do this week? I harvested duckweed. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Thank you, Posiwi. Yeah, so the process is, getting back to the whole fish thing. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm not raising up super red plecos. There's always fresh veggies in the aquarium. Uh, I get them to where they're close to a half inch, then I don't see them anymore. So there you go. Duckweed finally growing. Renee, you're gonna lower your head in horror when it takes over. It's I saw a tip like on the ifga.org website about how to feed baby brine shrimp. I'm going to follow up with doing that. Putting the shrimp obviously with the live baby shrimp in aquarium water. It was like a mustard bottle, like at the restaurant where you squeeze it. And I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to start doing that. Water Sprite? Doug Gray is somebody who has water sprite. I don't. I have hornwort and some guppy grass. And yeah, color guppies you do. And you need to get a couple of them. Get the small ones. It's you don't need to hornwort for America. Hornwort. Hornwort. All right. Do I like hornwort? Yes, I do. I like hornwort. How about you? I have the same problem with super reds. Yeah, I do small water changes too. It's America's favorite plant for guppies, hornwort. And it's fun to say. Water sprite, yeah. Guppy grace, yeah, that's fine. Nice to say and all that. But hornwort, Nestle, Pure Life. My water of the choice today. That is my water of choice. It is delicious. You've been shipping people some freebie water sprite. You see, that's another reason why to buy from Doug Gray. Yeah, you know what? It's your bed is sleeping on the water sprite. There you go. Um, the guppy grass is like the king of for whatever reason. I don't have a ton of problems with hair algae except for where I have the guppy grass. So there you go. So it's yeah, so yeah, the water changes, all this sort of stuff. I've got to sort of reset my breeder thing, so I've got to get that done today. So I just have to wait for his fish to grow. Yeah, well, you see, there you go. Oh, more Brichardies. Yeah, there you go. More Brichardies. I love those things. Absolutely gorgeous fish. The fairy ones, the little ones that are rock breeders. There was a store, and I don't know if it's still open in Huntsville, Alabama. All they did was African cichlids. And their business was they did aquarium service for businesses, that type of stuff. And they had nothing but African cichlids. And a lot of the cichlids they bred in their own in the shop, which was terrific. Really terrific to watch. And he had those they called the fairy cichlid Brichardies with Julie Chromis Malarleys. Is that what it is? And they bred side by side in a rocky aquarium. I'm guessing he had an aquarium that was probably a 90-gallon, maybe a 110. It was fantastic. He just said, "Yep, I never have to buy fish, any of these types of fish. They just breed away." So there you go. The cement shoes, by the way, make driving a whole lot more fun. And when you get pulled over by the police, you're able to say to them, "Hey, I have cement shoes," and you do. Ask me to come out, officer. I'll show you my shoes. I don't know how you get around that. Chris John, what's up? You had a great colony of Brichardies and you lost the whole tank last year. Yeah, that's bad when you have. I've had aquariums go sideways. It's nuts. It's the old tank syndrome. Um, it's a thing. It's a thing. So it's and by the way, getting back to the COVID thing, wear a mask, people. It's not a big deal. Keep your distance. Wash your hands. They're gonna have a vaccine shortly. It's all gonna be good. You lost some guppies yesterday. Yeah, I hate that when that happens. Well, Avril Lavigne, Doug Gray, is freshly single. She divorced that guy, that arrogant guy from what was the name of that band? Oh, Nickelback. So there you go. So Bolo's in my lap. Yeah, I think you see his foot right here. He's upside down and he's snoring. Snoring. Yeah, Bolo's a good boy. Let's see, Avril Lavigne chasing. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I'm gonna reset up. I've got junk to get done. I may just have to go see a flooring store and get finance to do the flooring because I have not received my check yet, and who knows where it's now. I'm being told it'll be something that comes to me next year in my tax refund. Isn't that great? So it's unless they change, that's sort of where we're at with that. And I just hate the idea of I just paid off all my debt except for my mortgage. I don't owe money on anything except for the house. And I just don't want to build up I just don't want to build up any debt whatsoever. Just sort of but perhaps I'm going to have to go do that. Thank you very much, Posiwi. Yes. And by the way, if you haven't followed Renee, follow Renee. She has amazing swordtail guppies. She got from a nice breeder who lives in Joplin, Missouri. So there you go. Towel showers are your specialty? Yeah, that's a good deal to do. I don't need to change. You get into a house, you just buy the house. You begin to look at stuff. So it's not going to be this next year, but maybe the year after 2022. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and I think I'm going to put a building out back and make it a complete fish room. Yeah, Renee, about Marineland, they're terrific. I had something go sideways on me that I purchased from them. They had a new one to me immediately. It's really, really terrific. But I will say this about heaters. A little tip off from heaters is that look at eBay and Amazon for specials. So I have the 50-watt heaters for my 10-gallon aquariums. I have gotten them from Amazon for one time I got them for like $7.50 or $7.99 or something like that. The other time for like $8.50, and I bought a ton of them each time. So if you watch both, you're going to get a pretty good look at what's going on. So there you go. How much are you looking to borrow, Peter? The Tennessee Fish Mafia has some funding. I don't know. It's only gonna be. It's not a ridiculous amount of money. It's like $1,000 to do the flooring in that room. It's just, I just have to get it done. And I was just sort of hoping to use that from there. So so once I get that done, I'll get that fish room up, and then, it's you know, in a year and a half, when we get into 2022, I'm going to look at getting that outbuilding done. Sand Creek Aquatics, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Great having you here. 14 here, 8 thumbs up. Thanks, gang. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've not received any royalties from the Traveling Wilbury CDs yet. They're going to go out again. Hey, Jeffrey, did they arrive? Everything arrive okay? The eagle has landed. Well, I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad that you didn't miss me and hang out for a little while. By the way, I'm all in favor of a couple of different things. Is that you go in and if you can't be here for the whole live stream, then yeah, that's all good. By the way, speaking of Dr. Pepper, I have Diet Dr. Pepper in the fridge. I just had one. I had one before I woke up late, and I had some amazing, which I think you'd appreciate. I had some amazing pot of coffee, and I made an omelet with Monterey Jack cheese and vegan Italian crumbles. Really good. Hey, thank you, Aquarium Cup. Love you too, brother. You guys have a great day. Hey, however you can go through, be here and go from there. Is Vinny the Mooch here? Did I miss Vinny the Mooch? Yeah, Aquarium Cop works overnights, Doug Ray. It's he's working the yard. Vinny the Mooch will make it. We know it. We know that Vinny the Mooch will be here. And which is a treat and a half. And Vinny the Mooch is never at the beginning. He always shows up towards the end of it. Which is all right. Good times. What do you think about? Hey, I would love to. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, Bob, I'm in. No, sounds good. Hey, I'd love to be on your. By the way, anybody, I'm not Chattanooga Ed, who is like the king of cohorts, but anytime anyone wants to get in, I'm in. I'm in. So yeah, so Bolo is completely out. By the way, yeah, he won't be a no show. He won't miss a show because Chattanooga Ed's involved. So there you go. And yeah, there is no Chewy today. I feel kind of bad about it. You were all set to wear a live stream ed costume for Halloween, but there won't be a Halloween this year. Yeah, you're in a place called Pennsylvania. In my area, there is going to be a Halloween. They call it a socially distanced one. So that essentially what's going to be is that people are going to have like long tongs. They'll have a basket, and then they'll look at the little ghouls and goblins and whatever people are dressing up like this year. Who knows? And then you sit there and you go, just one. By the way, what are you guys giving out for Halloween this year? I've been thinking it through. My problem is I'm new to the neighborhood. No one really knows me yet. You know, it's been a while since I owned a home, so it last several Halloweens have been you know an apartment complex or a townhouse complex. Always have extra guppies. You're not sure if your military base housing is going to do that. I always have extra guppies. There's the only time I didn't have extra guppies. I didn't have a lot of guppies. I sold a bunch in like April, May, and June, and I was actually down for a little bit. You'll trick or treat for cull guppies. Yeah, Vinny the Mooch is a closing act, absolutely, and water sprite. By the way, why is it? I have a question here. It's a silly question. I just don't know. If you play in the NBA or if you're a rapper, your soft drink of choice is a Sprite. No, I have nothing wrong with Sprite. I think Sprite's delicious, etc. How did that happen? Sprite doesn't have any caffeine in it, right? It's I don't know. It's bizarre. Okay, little Bolo. Bolo woke me up today, by the way, gang. Yeah, lots of sugar. Yeah. So Bolo woke me up this morning. I was sleeping in a little bit. I didn't set the alarm. And about 10 to 8, all of a sudden I hear him barking. Going, not like big barks, just a burp, 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 burp. And I go up and I go, Bolo, what time is it? And generally, if he's barking at a door, it's usually, I actually had fear that there was like something wrong with the house. Like there was a leaking aquarium, God forbid, or whatever. And Bolo did um, Bolo went and he just wanted to go out. So yeah, Bolo's the boss. Everybody, he lets me know when I'm walking him, etc. No, that's true. Nothing does wake an animal person up more faster than the sound of puking. That's right. To promote your channel, Peter, little bags of candy already fixed up with the kids to take as they want. You see, there you go. And, my little logo goes with each one of them. It's that's all we need, by the way. They would probably call, say, hey, there's this weird man. He's promoting fish. Yeah, Bolo, by the way, has been, God help us, really healthy, other than, having congestive heart failure. But it's been a long time since he puked, which is nice. Bolo moved just a little bit. He stretched out. I think you saw his leg, his little foot go up. V-Stag, you're here for little bags of candy? So last year I gave away individually wrapped prunes to the little kiddos who showed up at my home. Hey, regularity, it's good for everybody, right? Anybody guess regularity? No! Everybody loves it. And with all that candy, something with nutrition, probably a good deal. A few years before that, I gave away pork rinds. Fiber One bars, you see, there you go. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Is that they have like this deal where you can buy like 50 of those Fiber One bars at okay, Bolo, you sit up here. Okay, he's back in my lap. You'll see his foot in a moment. I could do that because they have like this thing with like 40 of those bars for like $9. You don't feel as guilty about giving the kids bad food. Or you could give each kid a hard-boiled egg. Ozarka water? Yes. You know what, Doug Gray? That isn't a bad idea. You get 40 of those things for like $5. And so hard-boiled eggs, Renee, hard-boiled eggs. Or Ozarka water. Hey, here's some water. Imagine the look on those little ghouls and princesses and whatever you get at your house. Hey, here's some Ozarka water. Nothing beats a refreshing night out trick-or-treating. Like some Nestle Pure Life water. God, you guys are giving me great ideas. Fiber One bars, water. It's not like I have kids in the neighborhood or anything like that. It's I do see kids occasionally because they'll run up wanting to pet Bolo. They start petting him and they say, "Does he bite?" And I said, "Well, you're petting him." Bolo is heavy into the goth scene, that's right. And rumor has it that trick-or-treaters to Bob's house must wear Elvis costumes. There you go. I don't think kids are going as Elvis anymore here, Doug Gray. It's growing up in Minnesota, sometimes it was really cold on Halloween. There was one year where it was like 0 degrees. It was just cold as hell. And my mom, liked making the outfits, which was a little bit of pain in the neck. She didn't like, and my parents didn't like wasting money, and they thought that buying a cheap costume at a store was not creative and it was too expensive. So One year it was cold as heck. So my brother and I were snowmobile riders. And I think my sister was an Eskimo princess, which you sure can't do anymore. It's talk about politically incorrect. So, yeah, snowmobile riders. And well, no, I wanted like Renee. Now that I look back at it, I look back at it with fondness. When I was a kid, I was horrified at why can't I dress up like like He-Man? I want to dress up like He-Man with the mask. And I went as an alien once. Yeah, I could do that now. I could dress up like He-Man now. By the way, what day of the week is Halloween this year? Your grandmother had a sewing machine. A sewing machine? Yeah. For whatever reason, it's not allowing me to look at the calendar. Huh. Saturday, it's a full moon. Woohoo! It's on Saturday. Yes. Perfect. Baseball hat, baseball player. There you go. Love your parents. Yes. 4 weeks from today. Holy capoly. Bolo is not laying upside down. He's now laying with his head over my leg, just straight looking down, totally out. Hey, would you like a guppy? Darth Vader, COVID safe. Exactly, Baltic Sea guppies. Exactly right. Exactly correct. COVID safe. Good times. Excuse me. I think I'd be wide awake after getting. I slept for 12 hours last night, or close to it. I had brine shrimp on the way today. I ordered some more from our friends. It's let's see, hold on. Yeah. Someone just texted me saying, "Have you read Prince's book yet?" I have not. I need to. It's I have not as of yet. Yeah, Halloween on a Saturday. Yeah, and I'll tell you, you may say, well, on my live stream that day will I be dressed up? And yeah, no, not so much. That would take planning, foresight, getting the kids some wonderful, delicious, high fiber bars. The more I think about it, the more I think that's funny. Do you know what, Renee? I am not sure. Obvious. I know who Brian Chin is. He's a good guppy breeder. It Okay. Doug Gray liked it. So if Doug Gray signs up from there, I buy mine. My deal for let's see. Well, let me figure this out. A pound for brine shrimp guppy eggs. Let me go to the. Let me go and do this and find out. For good, high quality guppy eggs, a 15-ounce can, which is not a pound, $47. I generally get it the 8-ounce size, which is $26. And that's for high quality, premium grade. So I'm trying the aquarium co-op brine shrimp alongside my old standard brine shrimp direct. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, Jeffrey. What I end up using is I use the American brineshrimp.com. It's a dark unicorn costume for the year. That works. Hey, I'll tell you something. This whole idea about legal weed, which is it's going to be everywhere sooner or later. Okay, so and each state has their own sort of rules with it. Is that one of my cousins put up on his Facebook page? Last year, because obviously this summer farmers markets have been closed. Someone was selling an ounce of marijuana for $4 in Portland. $4. Yeah, it is absolutely uh it's absolutely set up that brine shrimp is much more expensive than being a pothead. So there you go. Well, and I'll tell you what, Baltic Sea of Guppies is I think these things all come from Utah of all places. Or San Francisco. It's seemingly that's where it's like brine shrimp mecca. He slept about 3 hours. Yeah, it's occasionally I just need to sleep. It's I do not operate well with less than about 7 hours. It's I just don't do well. You like the easy green? I may use that again, Renee. It didn't work really well with the type of water I had. When I was in Little Rock, and I used it. It didn't work all that well. Yeah, whenever you, it's yeah, it's you know, I know people who can go with very little sweet sleep, and they operate really well. I have a coworker who he's sick constantly. And I swear to you, it's because he does not do, uh, he does not do real well, with, he doesn't know how to, it's, he's 50 going on about 12. He doesn't know how to manage his time real well. Some Russian, decent price, about 85% hash rate. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Uh, I get this morning, by the way, I did frozen my first feeding to the gups. I did frozen Daphnia. So I did frozen Daphnia, which was nice, and that worked out really well. Guppy eggs? No, I have not done guppy eggs. Daphnia, great. What else is good? I've done the frozen Cyclops. That's great. What I would like to try, and I just haven't done it, and Doug Gray, Bob Kaler, you guys may want to weigh in on this. Is there a good frozen uh, beef heart to use? Yeah, I. Oh, no one makes beef heart anymore like that. That's. I saw somebody doing or I saw maybe I think I actually saw this on the IFGA site, or may have been the American Library thing about making your own beef heart. Closest is a discus mix by SF brand. It might be a Watley blend. Yeah. Eh, you're not seeing Bolo's leg. Let me lower this. There you go. There's Bolo's little footsie. I'm rubbing it. Yeah, it's with again, I hate going back to fish food, but it's like such an important deal. I go through a wide, I like doing a wide variety of foods, and it's mainly because once you do it, once you go and it's just I think that no matter what, um, that type of deals is pretty important. My ultimate meat blend flakes. Oh, there you go. Well, Doug Gray, there you go. Get it from Doug Gray. I have Doug's high protein pellet formula type thing. Works really well. Ooh, a new batch of oxalotls are on their way. Hey, thank you, Bob. Hit a big old like if you haven't done that. That'd be great. Be really great. I did go out and order. I got more brine shrimp eggs coming in, and I got a couple of different types of flakes from American brine shrimp just to try out. Axolotls for everyone. Let's see. Got the big bites aquarium spirulina flake, bug bites. Yeah, I need to get the bug bites thing and a pepper shaker and go into the aquariums. It's all good. Bolo's snoring if you can hear him. Bob, you out of here? Enjoy. Absolutely. I'll reach out to you, Bob. I'll get with my agent after today's live stream. Go on right from there. Yeah, so today I have to I realized I didn't have any zucchini. I gotta get some more zucchini for my fish. So zucchini, water, and I have to hit the. I have to hit the pharmacia. Never fed beef heart. That the real high protein stuff. Again, it's just you don't have to do it every time, but the idea of throwing that stuff in is having that part of your arsenal is usually pretty good. Pretty good indeed. All right, gang. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Once we hit 500, I'll give those things away. Guppies and and a wet spot gift card. So there we go. You guys have a great Saturday. We'll see you Monday, and who knows? And you'll probably see me. I may pop in other live streams today and tomorrow. You guys have a great day.